I can confirm this. Now, I can't confirm each and every intricate detail. What I can confirm is I have spoken with Fox employees who have told me exactly this. And I do believe personally that what was going on at Fox was well known in the media space among anyone who is considered to be libertarian conservative in this space. Not every single libertarian, but mostly the anti-woke, anti-leftist or whatever. If there's a conservative personality, I think most of them knew this was going on at Fox. And I think people just didn't want to call out Fox because then they would not be invited onto Fox to speak. They wouldn't get the airtime. Now, in the past couple of months, there have been some goings on where we became privy to this information. And the main reason we have not really brought anything up is, one, we didn't get leaked documents or anything like that. We just had testimony from employees, and we were asked to wait as a story was being prepared. And sure enough, bang, the story just came out. Matt Walsh dropping the documents. This is actually unsurprising, but I think what y'all need to realize is that Fox News is what can I call it? A hoax?
Well, I've said this before, right? CNN tells you what you're supposed to believe, and then Fox tells you what you're allowed to believe. If you're someone who genuinely can't stomach the nonsense that they're pushing over at CNN, you can go over to Fox and they'll tell you what's within the confines of socially acceptable conservatism. And the whole goal, I'm not saying it's an express or intentional goal of the people at the Fox network, but it just happens to work out this way, that they give you a much more brand safe version of the ideology, and it kind of culls people. This is part of why Tucker Carlson was so dangerous to their status quo, because he was shifting the paradigm in an anti-establishment and a direction that was further to the right. And so he was saying things that previously conservatives would have been considered nut jobs for saying, because he was actually offering up a narrative counter to what the establishment was saying, without simply making the argument that I don't like what CNN is saying, I don't like what Joe Biden is doing, but without actually promoting a substantive counter ideology, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And so we had a whole conversation about this when he was forced out, but my point is Fox has always kind of been there to be CNN light in a sense.
Right. That's why no one cares about Hannity. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, like, people watch him, obviously, but when it came to the Dominion lawsuit, Tucker Carlson's the one that gets the boot. Tucker Carlson is the one that is getting silenced. The other personalities they have are acceptable, mainstream, harmless conservative values.
Yeah, like, the establishment isn't that horrified if you talk about cutting top marginal tax rates by 5%, or whatever like economic policy is being proposed by the establishment Republicans. And cutting tax rates is not a bad thing to do. I'm in favor of that, but you're not going to get in as much trouble for saying that as you are going to for pointing out the transgender and LGBTQ agenda, or the fact that January 6th was almost certainly a Fedsurrection and there was federal involvement, the kinds of things Tucker was saying, which got him pushed off of the network.
Now, I wonder why it is. Anybody want to take a shot at it? How come we're only learning about it now? I mean, people at Fox News have been working there for a long time. This is not new stuff they're doing. They've been doing it for some time. So how come only now are we learning about it?
Well, I think a lot of people who work at the Fox network are not conservative, right? And so they wouldn't feel a need to blow the whistle on this.